Yes. Hello, hi. Now I'm gonna hear. What's the catch? I hope all of you are doing well. In this pleasant, Sunday. To be honest, yeah. Yes, it's a fresh month, new month, and yeah, let's rock on. Let's rock on. Last stream that I did was a couple of, it was literally last month of July, and then yeah, fresh month. So anyway, big up to all of you that is tuning in, and yeah, if anyone wants to be a part of this community, or you wanna join this stream and then have a say on your thoughts, then you can see on the text below. The link is there, all right? The link is there. You can join. You can join the link, and then you can appear on the screen, and then you can have your own say. All right? Big up to all of you that is tuning in. By the way, big up to all of you that is tuning in. So yes, Arsenal transfer. Yeah, has been given in my title and my thumbnail. We can see those players that are literally kind of like a stopgap on this squad right now. All right, we need players right now, right? We have signed 6 players so far. Now we have a decent signing so far. Victor Gyokeres was a must. We have signed it. Subimendi was a must. We have signed it. Now all we need on the player is a better starting player, be it left winger or AZ type of profile. We need attacking depth. Eucharist alone will not be enough. Like let me tell you guys, Eucharist alone will not be enough to take us to the next level, right? Eucharist alone will not be enough to take us to the next level. Matueki is there, but again, I don't even rate that guy, but we have spent 48 million pounds on him. Now, Zubimendi is here, see. Nogard is more or less like a pickup. 5 million okay, but that's more or less like a pickup. We have signed Mosquera. Mosquera is more or less like a pickup. And the potential is there, 21 years old, quite younger. 30 million pounds that we paid. So all the 6 signings that I've mentioned, these are not to the required standard at the moment. Eucharist and Zubimendi are a good deal, by the way, alright? Matuidi again, more or less like a pickup or left winger, but again, I won't mind. I don't want to see Matuidi as a starter. No, we need better player than that. Our left side is horrendous at the moment. Our left side is horrendous at the moment. We need to upgrade that left side. That left side needs fixation. Even the right side, even I don't even give my full trust on Saka. He's our best player, to be honest. That's true. But again, we want him to be more into it. We want Saka to be on par on that world class level. He's not. He's up there, not yet. No, the build up needs to be there from there. Odegaard needs to step up big. He needs to step up better than what he has been doing previous season. Last season was horrendous for him. Be on playmaking, be more aggressive in the final third. That's what I want from Martin Odegaard. Rice needs to step up his game. So women this year cool. No guard again, backup signing, alright? Backup signing. He needs to get adjusted to the system. He knows the league, but he needs to get adjusted to the system of the big way, the big club way. That's the say right now. The defense is quite okay at the moment, just that Calafori is kind of a intriguing one, by the way. Calafori is so injury prone, to be honest. It's very, very, injury prone. That's the sticking point. Now Timber will be back, the White and Timber will compete on the right side. So very good there. We have defensively we're covered. Raya and Kepa. What we need right now is we need to fix that left wing side. And then if we can get Eze, which will come later on, all right? So far, we have spent under 200 million pounds on the 6 players. We can spend another player without selling player. But if we need another winger permanently, so we need to get rid of all dead woods. Now, Jesus is just the weight of 265k per week. 2 years left on his contract, which we must have to try to get a deal over it. Some people is still lurking, by the way. We've got Reece Nelson, sharper, looking sharper. But again, his time is up. I'm very, very sorry. Your time is up. Better leave the football club. These are the priorities that we need to sell. Zinchenko, adios. You can go. You can go. Fabio Vieira, so said that he didn't got the time to express himself to show his quality. But again, adios. You can go. No time is running out. Get as much money as possible, free up the wage bill, and then boom, we can make those move in. If we sign AZ, for instance, we're gonna cross 240, 50 M's. That's the range that we're gonna spend. We can spend 300 million pounds, and if we want like quality wingers like Rodrygo or whatever it may be, it's gonna cost another budget of 300 plus. We can do that after selling those players. If the situation tends and allow us to get more players, we can loan in players for short-term fixation for spot depth. You know, like said it before, we can loan in 4 players. That's the rule in Premier League. 2 within the league, 2 outside the league. That's the scenario right now. All right, that's the scenario right now. We can loan in players. I don't mind getting players on loan until unless it's a very, very good loan. No, 1 season loan with an option to buy or obligation to buy. There has been option for what? 2 season loan with obligation to buy, option to buy. We can do that. We can balance out the budget, right? Like we did for Raya, by the way, 3 million with 27 million add-ons. We are saving a budget for. It's like fixing the problem for short term. But let me tell you, all those names that I've mentioned, those 5 players, if we get rid of him, if we get rid of them, we could get in players. But again, squad depth is needed. It's not that we're gonna sell him on 50, 60,000 million on each player. If you can do that, that's fine and good. It's impossible, but we have to do it. So yep. Yes, Richard, my brother. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem, no problem. I just started, a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect, bro.
All right, right.
Well, at least you got my screen properly done.
Yeah. Sorry for the last stream. I forgot to totally, change the layouts and all the stuff.
Yeah. That's no problem. At least my head's not small.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, how was your day, by the way? Blessed Sunday to all of you, by the way.
Yeah, do you know what? Today was a busy day. Like my son was in a tournament. You know what? He had a football match this morning, then had a tournament in the afternoon. So yeah, he was busy. He won the tournament. So yeah, he is over the moon. So that's the main thing, really. He played well and he won a trophy. So yeah, and now I'm home. I'm finally home. I can relax, and I thought, you know what, you're alive. So let me just jump on, and we can just talk about Arsenal.
Yeah,
And
man. So we have to talk about. Man, I'm very glad that you're here. By the way, it's good to have conversation with
yeah,
the fellow colleagues. We can discuss about it, and then we can move around. So
yeah. Do you know what?
yeah.
No, so I you know what it is. I said to myself, it's about time that I start jumping on football, Arsenal talk, because we've got so many WhatsApp groups, so many conversations, so many different views. So it only made sense. Like, do you know what? Let's just jump on lives and kind of let's build ourselves up um from a perspective where we can grow ourselves and better the channel, and eventually other guys that we know will start jumping on and sharing their views and all that kind of stuff. So it's all good.
Yeah. My content is a little bit small, to be honest. It's under 400, 400 subs, but yeah, who cares? It's all about opinions.
No,
We
no,
can go
listen.
around.
The subscribers is more than enough to start where you want to start. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
More than enough. So
Yep.
let's just get those numbers high. Then
Yeah.
everyone has their own channel, and we can start continuing to grow, and
Mhm.
we can take over.
Take over the whole world. That's
Yeah,
something that's
is what I'm saying. Definitely take
yeah.
over, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the conversation that we're gonna have with this stream is based about the signing that we have to do. Which is our priority. Like I've said before, 6 signings have already been done, but that is not enough. We need more than that. We need
What?
more than that. And like I've said in my thumbnail, we need to make sacrifice this summer. Some of them needs to go for good. Yes, for good. And then
Do you
yeah,
know?
we are building with another young defender. Yeah, what Jeremy, the French defender. I'm not gonna spoil that second name, but
Bro, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
Kiwior
yeah.
on the list. Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, and Partey have joined Villarreal, by the way. So yeah,
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you talk about we need more signings, right?
yeah, yeah.
Which I agree. Um, but in my head, I don't think we need that much more signings. Like, what are you saying? Like, let me hear what you think, and I will kind of jump on the back of that.
Yeah, as I was saying before you came in, literally, The sacrifice we need to be done, we have to do it, but there's a requirement that we need. Okay, if we get Eze, for instance, Eze,
Mm-hmm.
that could tickle all the box, right wing, left wing, he can play that central midfield, I mean, the attacking midfield role. At the same time, if we would get another left wing, which the left side is horrendous at the moment, it's a total disaster right now. At the
Yeah,
moment, fix that left hand side along with Eze. And then, if we can do that, my confidence level is high. We expect something. All right, the squad is ready. We are ready to challenge. We're ready to create those fear on that opponent.
yeah,
So that is my thinking right now. That is my thinking right now. And the
now,
date
now,
would
no, but you are right. Getting someone like Eze helps on the left. Having, but the question is if we keep Martinelli or Trossard, but whoever we keep anyway, that left hand will be solid. But my thing is, if we're gonna do that, we need someone like Skelly to do the overlaps because it's not gonna be, it's not always gonna be it's not always going to be a case of, yeah, we've got Eze on the left, we've got Martinelli on the left. We know Martinelli has struggled from not day one. At one point, because no one, when we challenged the first year of Man City, it was a bit of a shock. So no one kind of knew how to deal with us, right? And then everyone clocked how we play. You get what I mean? But the way I see it is, we need Skelly maybe to certain games stop coming in the middle, do an overlap because you know what, he has got the legs, and the way I see it, he's got the legs. So use your legs. You're young, you're youthful, you're under 20. Use your legs. Do you get what I mean?
yes, yes.
And then get someone else to cover him. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, very true, man. Yeah, we need that overlap from that left hand side. It's been long. I think it's like it's like we are too static, isn't it? Even the opposition have, read our tactics that, all right, it's Arsenal Football Club. The right hand side is going to overlap. The left hand side is going to invert. So they know the tactics. At times, Arteta, just switch. You can
Yeah.
invert from the right. At times, switch your tacticality. The right hand side, the right back can, invert. Allow
Yeah,
the left side to do the overlap. At times, switch.
yeah, but you know what? There was occasions when Ben White used to invert. I remember Ben White. He's done it. He's done it a few times. Or obviously not last season. I think last season, obviously he was injured and everything else. But I think the year before that, he did used to invert. He definitely used to invert. Even when we played Zinchenko, he plenty of times Zinchenko overlapped. Like I think it was 2000 when the season when he first come in. Yes, he inverted quite a lot, but there was times and he overlapped with Martinelli, and then he's a burst in the box and pass the ball, and someone needs to score. So someone like Zinchenko used to do that quite a lot, but obviously he's been out of form and now he's looking to come out the door. But it's not just Eze. To me, it's not just Eze. Eze coming in will be a massive boost to the team, technical ability, good passing and everything else. But Eze is not just, to me, Eze is not just the only one.
Okay. By the way, big up Lino, big up Ro. By the way, he was there on the chat. Lino,
Oh,
so it's not that new channel. By the way, this channel I've been activating over the past 2 years actually. But there was a stopgap, lack of time here and there. But I'm deciding to get used to it. And then brother Richard's deciding to join into the panel.
yeah.
And by the way, Richard is from England. Richard is from England. I'm from India, by the way. Right? I'm from India. So yeah, different timing is true. So yeah, it's not a
Yeah,
new
I
channel.
know, I know. What's time
It's
now?
not a new channel.
9:30?
Nine, huh? Sorry.
What's the time in India?
India right now it's 10:05 p.m. Yeah.
Boy, yeah, that's a bit
Yeah,
late
yeah.
for you.
Yeah. 4.5 hours difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah. Big up, Ro, Gumsy Gums, Lino, Lau. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, big him up, big him up.
Theory Kangumba. Oh my God, the name is insane, by the way. Highly Newcastle United should let Isak go to Liverpool for 150 million pounds, still in a zone for Isak for deal. And we signed Benjamin Sesko doing his medical in Newcastle now. Really? We
And
signed Benjamin Sesko at Newcastle? Wow.
wait, I don't know. Okay.
Really?
Look,
That's
but do you know
interesting.
what it is?
That's interesting.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Yeah, like him talking about Newcastle should let Isaac go. Look, No one is buying a player of 150. I'm letting you know that now. No one's gonna do that without a doubt. If you buy a player of 150, I'm like, you know what? That's absolute madness. Football, to me, football prices in general, wages and football prices for players is somewhat out of control. I've always been saying from day
Yep,
one
yep.
there should be a cap. There should be a cap on salary, or like and
Mm-hmm.
put them in band one, band two,
Mm-hmm.
band three, band four. If you're on band one, I think maximum is like 250K and so on, so on. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get what I mean? And
Yeah,
even
true, true.
for
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, because it just doesn't make sense. Some people, like people in Saudi, they're getting 500,000, almost a million. It's like, what is going on? Do you get what I mean? So to me, ban all that kind of stuff. Do you get what I mean? It's long, and a player costing 150 for a player. No, not on my watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that the prices have just inflated out of nowhere. It's not even not only the transfer fee. The agent is profiting from it. That's for sure. The agents, and then the players are starting to earn more. Even being average players in this current football are earning 100K per week. Over it doesn't match the profile. By the way, average players are earning over 100K per week. It's funny actually. It's funny. It's very funny.
No, no, yeah. This is what I'm trying to say. Like those guys, like earning that kind of money, yeah, those guys live a different life. Do you get what I mean? And we're here earning our peanuts, earning
Yep.
hardly any money compared to them. Do you get what I mean?
Yep. Very true, man. Yeah, I mean, 150 million for Isaac. Oh my goodness. If Liverpool does that, then yeah, salute to
No,
them.
no, 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 no,
It's
Liverpool.
crazy, man.
No, no, but you know what? It's what we've heard from that whole Liverpool thing is because what we've heard is Liverpool have put a stance. Yeah, they said they're not going to pay more than 110 for him. So
All right.
Liverpool have said that, and he's acted in the way he has, So it's a case of like they know they have to sell him. They know they have to go and sell him. That's why they're trying so much for Isaac. Then they'll come back to Liverpool and say, "Look, we'll take the 110, but we want a better structure of payment." Like for example, they might say, "In 2 years, you got to pay the full 110." And just be stubborn. But Liverpool are prepared to pay 110. So end of the day, they're gonna do their thing.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's Liverpool stuff. That's Liverpool stuff. They have their defense issue too. So yeah, it's the problem. It's the problem. We are Arsenal. We are Arsenal Football Club.
And
Yeah,
this is
man.
what I'm trying to say. You know what? And what Gums is saying is absolutely right. They've got no reason to buy for a while. But the way I see it is what they're doing, they're preparing for Salah exit. Because Salah bought so much. Salah's been a top goal scorer for Liverpool, I swear, for the last 4 years. No one's touched. No one's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Salah's been a top goal scorer for Liverpool the last 4 years. Oh,
More
I
than
think,
that. More than that.
yeah.
Since he joined. Yeah, it's been 6 seasons actually. 6 seasons. It's crazy, man.
And
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. So it's a case of they have to prepare for Salah exit, and what they've got to do, they've got to buy the players now. And so I think Salah's got 2 years left in his contract, right? So they've got to buy the players now, so that they can kind of gel, then start phasing out Salah. So what's his name? Etikite. What's his name? That new guy that bought, the younger
Yeah,
one. I can't remember
yeah,
his
the
name.
youngster. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
22,
and
22,
obviously
very
they're getting
young. Very
Isaac.
young. Yeah.
Yeah,
Worse is young,
and
21,
Isaac, and they got
22. Yeah.
this is what I'm trying to say, and that's to me that's the rationale why they trying to spend so much, and what Gumsy said, they won't have to spend for a while. That's what's going to happen.
Yep. They haven't spent for a while. Yeah, they haven't spent for a while. Yeah, they have been on a low budget actually. I mean, I feel bad for Klopp to be
Yeah,
honest. I mean, Klopp right now will be watching like, yo, FSG, where the hell was this money when I was working my ass out for you guys. He
I
was getting
remember
those
when
little funds.
the Klopp did say at one point, "We've got no money." He said
Yep.
that we've got no money, but clearly you had money. But you know what? To be honest, he could have been talking nonsense because Liverpool were winning still. they were still winning Champions League, the league and stuff like that. So you could have said, yeah, we've got no money, but they had money. They had money. Plus them winning the league last year, and they just saved the money, and now they're just adding to the team, beefing the team up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, man. The thing is that I think we have been spending money, but we haven't been generating money from ourselves. That's the issue for our football club. We are unable to generate money from our player sales. See, that has been the biggest issue for Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah.
I mean, our club history. See, imagine our best sales is Oxlade Chamberlain. That was sold 2017, by the way, right, to Liverpool, 35 million pounds. This is a disgrace, man. Do a football like 35 million pounds.
Listen, I'm
That's
not.
our highest debt.
No, no, no.
45 games.
No, do you know what? You're absolutely right. Yeah, of course, but bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the fact that we haven't sold a player. How much did Ox go for?
35 M's, 35 million pounds.
How
Yeah,
much? Sorry, no,
yeah. It was
you
from
know what? The
2017.
fact that
8 years
we
ago.
haven't sold a player for over 50 million. That's
No,
embarrassing for
no.
a big club of
That's
Arsenal.
impressive.
And the thing is, the players that we had, Fabregas, Van Persie, all those players that we had, we've never sold a player over 50 million. That's madness.
Nope. Mad, very mad, very mad. Yeah, man. See, I mean, one person, how much did we sold? 30 million pounds, was it, to Man United 2013? Was it 25 or 30 M's? It's around about that figure, you know. And then and then uh, and then 2017-18, that Wenger's last season. Actually, that was the season where we had a massive sale, massive overhaul. That season, remember? That season, he bought Lacazette, Kolasinac came on free during his last stage. He signed Tinos Mavropanos from Germany, and then Aubameyang on the winter. And that season, remember
Yeah.
how many players did we sell? We sold Francis Coquelin, we sold Szczęsny to Juve, and then we sold Giroud to Chelsea for 18 million pounds. Walcott was
Yeah.
permanently sold at Rotterdam for 27 million pounds. Oxlade Chamberlain was there. We made about 30 million profit despite our spending. That was the season that we had a all right decent. And then from that sale, 18-19, we couldn't do anything. By the way, we let go of Lucas Perez for like 5-6 million to West Ham, and then yeah, the 1920 season, the season that we bought Pepe, we sold Alex Iwobi for 34 M's, 34 million pounds. The
Bro,
following season, whom did we sell? Imi
bro,
Martinez, 20
bro,
million.
before you carry on, you said Pepe. Do you know what? Yeah. Sorry. I'm still gonna rinse Pepe. Like when this guy came to Arsenal, obviously I never heard of him, yeah, because I don't watch all leagues and all that. I'm not one to say, oh yeah, I watch every league. But Pepe, when he came in, I thought this guy's gonna be a beast. And do you know what? So quick thing, I know I'm sorry, I don't want to sidetrack too much. Pepe, when he come in, he was okay. And the time we started to phase him out, I think Arteta started to phase him out. I swear he started becoming good. And I'm like, we need to start playing Pepe again. Do you get what I mean? Pepe and I think, did we sell Pepe? Did we let him go for free at the end?
We let him go for free. Yeah, actually, we loaned him out to Nice for a season on a season loan, and then Pepe decided to take a 70% wage cut to join Nice. And then Nice decided not to activate his. I think it was a 15 million pound option to buy, and then
Yeah,
after that season they rejected, and then yeah,
yeah,
we let him join Turkish club on free. Terminated his
yeah,
contract, by the way. Boom, off you
yeah,
go.
yeah. This is what I'm
Into,
saying.
into. Who
This is
was
what
in
I'm
charge?
saying. Definitely, some of a lot of our signings have been dreadful, and I just don't understand why we haven't been trying to sign the high level quality of players. I know we went through some financial difficulty, but some of the quality of players that we purchased in the past have been absolutely dreadful. Um,
Yep,
I'm, I'm
yep.
I'm hoping now, like since obviously Arteta's come in and Eddie and all that kind of stuff, they started to up the level of quality of signings. Do you get what I mean? But and now we've got Berta. quality of signings are also coming in as well. So I think we're finally in the right track. Well, finally, anyway.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. We need to change our, sellings department. By the way, there was an incident that I still remember. It's a very funny, it's baffling, man. What's that player name, man? Gibbs,
Um,
Gibbs.
Not
What's the
Kevin Gibbs.
defender?
Kevin Gibbs.
Yeah,
Kevin Gibbs.
we sold him to West Brom. Yeah, 7 million
Yeah, Kevin
pounds.
Gibbs. Yeah, Kevin Gibbs.
No, that transfer was a funny one, by the way. There was a club, I can't remember the club, but that club offered 10 million pounds to us. We rejected that bid. Weeks later, we sold him to West Brom for 7 million pounds. See, this is the business we are doing, man.
Yeah, and
And
this,
then Mustafi, you remember Mustafi? Yeah, the one of our best signing. Yeah,
now the waste man. He is an absolute. No,
2018, by the way. Remember, after 2 seasons, Juventus was in for him.
yeah,
Juventus was in for him. Yeah, we should have sold him to Juventus, man. 30 million pounds on the table, man. We should have sold
yeah.
him.
Now we should
But
have.
we decided not to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Sometimes they feel a particular player is going to be more valuable for the team, and they believe a player is going to take them to the next level. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He was absolute. I tried to, when I try and convince myself, nah, this guy's a good player. Don't worry, he's just going through a dip. Man went for a dip, permanent dip. He went for a permanent dip. I was like, nah, this guy, he needs to leave. Did he leave on a free eventually, or was it? Did he? Someone pay, steal his money?
Yeah, it was a funny incident. I mean, Mustafi Saka was, the first season with us was quite decent. He was quite okay the first season. I mean, under Wenger, he didn't make that mistake. I think it was that 17-18 season. There was a glimpse of mistakes that he was doing. So yeah, I
Yeah,
was even like, yeah, I think we better sell him. We better sell him. Juventus was there on the door. We decided not to do it. And then that 18-19 season was the season where he decided to make all these mistakes. Those silly mistakes that he used to do.
yeah,
And then he had a fallout. Arteta came in, decided to, play him a bit. On his final year, Lazio came in. It was during the lockdown period. Lazio came in with a 30 million pound bid. But, personal terms, broke down and then the fell moved.
yeah,
We let him play with us. Saliba was there, remember? He came back from loan.
yeah,
Arteta decided to force out Saliba. Remember that saga, that lockdown period?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, as a fans, we were frustrated. We are unable to see Saliba. And then, Mustafi was playing in Europa League. And then we loaned him out to Schalke, actually. 3 million. We got 3 million from it, loan fee. Loan fee. And then Schalke got relegated. I mean, the Mustafi's contract was over, and then he left on free. We got
yeah.
3 million on loan. That's it.
Absolute, absolute madness. Absolute madness. Like, yeah. Like in the comments, Mustafi was an idiot. That's what
Oh
I'm.
my goodness. Yeah, one of the worst player I ever met. Yeah, seriously. The comedy that he was providing was insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
destroyed.
man.
But you know what? Just going back to what Gumsy is saying, yeah, that Pepe was a game changer. Arteta used to go mad at him. Yeah, we have Havertz, and this is the thing, and that's one of the frustrating things. Like you could tell he hated Pepe. He hated Pepe. He hated
Exactly.
Pepe. And I even remember when Pepe, I think it was against Wolves. I think it was, and he came on and scored the winning goal. I think I'm sure it was Wolves, and that he scored a banger or something like that, and he scored the winning goal. Can't remember what game it was, but yeah, he scored the winning goal, and I was like, then maybe you should play him more. But after that, boy, he was out the door.
Yeah, man. Obviously, man. I mean, the way Arteta, handles this situation at times, it frustrates me. By the way, Arteta handles the situation. If he hits that player, he completely forced them out.
Yeah,
It doesn't even, play them. It doesn't even give them a, game time, which ultimately it will devalue their value. The value comes down. I
yeah.
mean, the third season with Arteta, by the way, the 21-22 season. Remember, we bottled top four. Remember that season?
Yeah.
The whole transition, Aubameyang situation, that all or nothing saga.
Stop,
Yeah,
stop, stop saying the word bottled. We didn't bottle it. We didn't bottle it. We had issues. We had issues.
Issues. But have we played Pepe more? We should have at least done something. There were moments of game that we need Pepe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he was our best set piece taker, by the way. His crossing was good. He can take free
Yeah.
kick. His
Yeah.
corner was good.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
it was
fact.
man. Yeah.
No,
Pepe
but
was never a flop. Pepe was never a flop. Yeah, he was never a flop.
no. He, look. Pepe. Do you know what it is with Pepe? He played well some of the times, but what management hated, he never. Look at this comment. Look at this, bro. Don't allow it. Yeah? He said later we bottled it. I hate the word bottled and it upsets me. I'm not gonna lie, I get upset. That's because of rival fans that all start saying bottled. No. I don't like Arsenal fans shouldn't say bottled. We had a mishap. We had a mishap. No, but do you know what it is? Pepe's work rate getting back wasn't good enough. And that was the problem. And I think that's what. And that, even fans, we saw that. Like,
Yeah.
Pepe will lose the ball, and man will just do half-hearted jogs back. And I'm like, you know what we're doing? Trying to get top four. We're trying to do everything, and here's you kind of jogging back. Like, as a fan, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to run on the pitch and tell him, like, I wanted to shake him, like, rude boy, like, what's going on? Do you get what I mean? So, yeah. But there was times Pepe made a difference without a doubt. But there's times where I think there was a lot more times that Pepe wasn't good enough. And I manager.
I think, yeah, and then considering this Pepe statement that it made, he doesn't press back. He's a little bit lazy. See, this is where I doubt Rafael Leao. Very quality player, Rafael Leao. I really like that player. But again, the player lacks commitment. The guy does not press back and press. That's the issue. In Arteta system, we all know about his pressing. The left wing, right wing, they need to come back and defend.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with Leao. He will struggle under Arteta unless you change that attitude. He will become the next Pepe.
Yeah, no, because I don't look. Leao, he plays well sometimes, and sometimes I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, man, like, stupidity.
Yeah. He's big, strong, but I don't think his thought process is what we're looking for. Because at the moment we want effective, efficient players, and with engines. But I've seen Leao. I've been watching Leao for years, right? And I've seen Leao run down. I've seen him be attacking, be so creative, and score goals. And there's times where I've seen him, and like he loses the ball under his feet, like his legs are too long. He can't move properly. And I'm like, no, this is not the guy that I've ever thought about Arsenal getting. But obviously this season, like when we've seen him play, we've seen him burn teams, even for Portugal. Come on, impact player. And more, Leao to me is more of an impact player. To me, again, Martinelli, the way I see Martinelli, impact player. But I don't see them as right now as first team who can be effective throughout the game. Like if we're going to play someone like a Leao in our team, okay, just give him 60 minutes, bring someone else on. Do you get what I mean?
And then, yeah, I think we have to change our tactics if that's the case. Because remember, Leao plays for Milan. He plays for Lille. There was an overlapping fullback with him when he was playing with Milan. Who was his partner? Theo Hernandez, one of the best left back in the world.
Yeah.
Theo Hernandez, he can overlap. The guys attacking. It's quick. So he had the support. Does our left side, overlap? No, we don't overlap. See, that's the problem.
Yeah, our left side again, like we said in the beginning, our left side needs to be reformed. It has to be reformed. That's why, to me, Skelly should be doing more overlap, showing the support on the left hand side, and he doesn't do it enough. When I think he should be comfortable doing it. Plus the fact that he used to be a midfield player. But I know you've got the engine. To go up and down.
Yep, obviously, man. Yeah, 19 years old. Yeah, he have already shown his physical ability. I think, he needs to get. I think it depends upon the manager actually. At the end of the day,
But you know what
It
it
is,
is?
yeah.
No,
It
but
just you need to make it overlap.
no, but it's about being logical and thinking. As a player, I get it. You listen to your manager because it's your manager. But sometimes where you've got to take a risk and say, like, no, 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 I can support him. I can burst through. Just some players. I get it. Some players obviously is want the manager's formation, but some players have to think logically. Do you get what I mean? Just think logically. Do certain things. Like I just don't get it because at the end of the day, like, if example, if we see Calafiori, if Calafiori was a better, I say better defender, but he's an okay defender. But with him, he commits himself. He's prepared to go in an overlap. He's prepared to go bring the ball, drive forward as close as possible to the goal and pass it and do whatever. Like that Man City goal, you would never ever see one of our left backs ever doing that. Never ever see
Yep.
one of our left backs ever doing that. And that's what I'm saying. Like we need that support on the left hand side. I know as fans we criticize Martinelli all the time, but just remember he is by himself. And let me just say, Martinelli is not the brightest individual because sometimes he just doesn't. Some of the stuff he just either holds onto the ball for too long and instead of releasing it, or he just falls off the ball and loses it. Do you get what I mean? And it goes to the opposition. And these people in the chat box talking about Rodrigo. Look, T. Rodrigo, we're not getting him. Like I know it's hopes and dreams of getting
Yeah,
Rodrigo.
yeah, very true.
Like
Yeah,
hopes
I
and
like
dreams.
Rodrigo, man. Yeah, how I wish we could get Rodrigo, by the way, you know? Yeah,
Like the fact. Look, everybody's in pre-season, and this Rodrigo thing, him making a decision and all that kind of stuff. It's like, come on, man. Everyone should know what the situation is, Rodrigo. You're not making a decision. We know you're not going to go. The club, if the club was said they're going to sell you, they would have sold you by now. They would have said to you, okay, cool, we're going to sell you 100%, and we want you to go. But no one is going to buy. No one's buying Rodrigo. He's gonna stay at Real Madrid and ask, and every Arsenal fan said, why didn't Arsenal try and get him? Because realistically, we're not gonna get him. We're not gonna get him. And the fact that if Arsenal really want to go and get Eze and get Rodrigo, I don't see us getting both of those players. And like getting 8 players, and the thing is, getting 8 players in a season in a team, I think for Arsenal, I think it's shocking. I don't think
yeah,
we will ever do that ever. Even how many players we've got now is 6. If you think about it, only 3 of them, what? Only probably 3 of them are probably straight first teamers, like Madueke, Zubimendi, and Gokares.
Eucharist, yeah.
Everyone else is just
Pick up,
to
more or less like a
yeah,
pick up player,
fill,
yeah.
fill the bench. Do you get what I mean? So like if we get another couple first teamers, then I would say, wow, like you said, we've done something on the next level. Like, yeah, a couple first teamers, and we're kind of ready to go.
And yeah, and then if we get rid of our dead woods that we have been talking about, then our squads get a little bit diminished. To be honest, it doesn't complete the 25-man squad. If possible, I think Arsenal can go in and hunt some players on a loan. Maybe do fill the
Yeah,
squad for a while. Short term, by the way, loan with option. And if it works out, then activate that option. Or if it
yeah,
doesn't, don't activate.
yeah. And okay, I know I just said we won't get Rodrigo, but to me, the only way we would get him it would be on loan. The only way we would get him is on loan. I don't think anything else. We wouldn't pay for him all right. It would be either obligation to buy or option to buy. But I don't think we will purchase him like the way we would want to. We would get him on loan and say to him, but it's all at the end of the day, it's all up to Alonso. If Alonso tells him, yeah, by the way, you're not going to get a lot of game time, so you can leave, or Arsenal will just dip in and say, here's a loan. We paid £10 million for him as a loan fee, obligation to buy, reduce, reduce the
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Yes, we can do that. Yes.
and
I
to
mean,
me, yeah.
His valuation is what? 84, 85 million pounds, 100 million euros. So yeah, we can go to Madrid and we can say, look, Madrid, we want this player, but economically, it's not in our power to do right now.
Yeah,
What we're gonna do right now is we will cover his wage for a whole season. No worries, it's a loan move. We will pay you 10 million pounds. It's
yeah,
a loan
yeah,
fee with an obligation to buy next summer. So if you want 85 million, okay, cool. We agree with that. You take 10 million, we're gonna cover his wage. So they're offloading the wage, they're offloading their 10 million per year wage on Rodrigo. And what?
yeah.
Guess what? They're getting 10 million. Next summer, in 2026 summer, the activation is done. 75 million pounds. Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
It's real. But we can, fully go around. We can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Possibilities there. Yeah.
and you know Real Madrid, right? They don't need no money. This team have been signing everybody on free for time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly,
Like
exactly.
so, from their perspective, like I think that they're able to do it, but I think that's just down to that decision that has to be made from Alonso. If he says we don't want you no more, go and find another club, then he will find another club. But I think the way Liverpool are moving, if they don't get Isaac, they will just come in for Rodrigo, play him on
Mm-hmm.
play him on the left, and that's it. So and that's
Mm-hmm.
Gakpo and Etike to play in the middle.
Yes, 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 exactly. I think they've sold Diaz, yeah, for 65 million pounds to Bayern Munich. I think they're gonna get rid of Nunes very, very soon. I'm pretty sure Liverpool will get that 55 million mark that they're demanding. That's for sure. That's how Liverpool is doing at the moment. I think going for Rodrigo will make sense because he's cheaper at the moment compared to Isak, and yeah, 2 years younger, 3 years younger. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, yeah, high possibilities here. High possibilities here.
Yeah, yeah. I just think, yeah, just Liverpool annoy me because you know what it is. I'll tell you the reason why Liverpool annoy me. One, I've got too many Liverpool friends, and they talk to me every day. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these guys, I haven't spoken to them for a hot minute, and and they just message me out of the blue like, "Yo, how's it going, Rich? You alright?" I said, "Yeah, what's good?" They start talking about Liverpool. I have to block them instantly. I tell them I give them 24-hour block. Then we can chat again later on. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, it's just like Liverpool are doing a madness, but um, and I just think Liverpool. They don't think they're the only thing they're missing is another DM. They need another DM.
Mhm.
So let's just see how it goes. Um,
They need a center back too. They need a center back too because at the moment, if you look in their center back situation, it's only Konate and Van Dijk. Have they
yeah,
sold Joe Gomez? I think Joe Gomez is still there.
yeah,
That's
but
it. They sold Kontas. They sold Kontas for
yeah.
35 million pounds to Leverkusen. So yeah, they need a defender actually.
Yeah, I think they want obviously they want Gahey.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Gahey's he's on one more year left in his contract. So they're just gonna come in and say, we'll give you 40 million for Gahey. Something silly because he's gonna this is the only opportunity. Okay, obviously apart from January transfer window, they'll get Gahey, they'll get Gahey to kind of really come. Do you
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly, man. Very true, very true. Yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, this is the situation where a club gets in a situation where a player has 1 year left on his contract. See, that is the sticking point. Because if the player refuses to extend the contract, the club is in trouble. So we
Yeah,
have to sacrifice the player right now.
yeah,
So yeah,
fact.
man, Saliba, I don't know, man. I hope he extends that contract. He extends that contract. 2 years left on his contract. That's worrying me actually, yeah. But I
Yeah.
hope I hope Saliba pins that contract, yeah.
Yeah, facts. Without
And by the way, man, yeah, let's talk about these outgoings, man. Yeah, the players that I've mentioned in my thumbnails already, there's Reece Nelson. I'm very sorry, Reece, your time is up. Some people are saying keep Reece Nelson.
no,
Sam
no, no, no,
Martinelli,
no.
but
Don't
yeah,
listen to anyone who says keep Reece Nelson. Look, big up Reece Nelson in it. Yeah, I know a couple of man them that know him and they said he's a cool guy. Look, him being cool is all great, but get him out of my club. Like I've got massive respect for him in it because obviously he's been at Arsenal since young, and because obviously he was meant to be the next one in line. When he was younger, he was the one that everybody was talking about. he was going to be that, for example, like how Saka is a star boy, he was meant to be a star boy, but unfortunately, he didn't live up to the hype. And you know what? And in pre-season last year, he was actually good. And even this year, when he come off the bench on the left, I thought, oh, okay, he looks more effective. And I thought, okay, cool. But I'm not letting that trick me. I'm not having it. He needs he needs to go. He needs to go. And like I said,
Very true, very true.
he's definitely the ones that one of the individuals that need to go. So I'm just waiting for Fulham to Fulham. He was effective at Fulham, and probably Fulham is actually his level at the moment. And it's just like Smith Rowe. Like when Arsenal sold Smith Rowe, I'm not gonna lie. I think I was pissed because one, we had the chant with him and Saka, and both of them come through at the same time. And I was just like, oh damn, you're selling Smith Rowe. He was part of the academy. But end of the day, it was just down to feelings, innit? It was just me being more emotion, using my emotions than my logical thinking. And the money that we did get for him was good money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely spot on. I think it's about time we say goodbye to Reece Nelson. Yes, your time is up. I'm very sorry. I mean, lack
Yeah.
of game time for sure. I think he had a very decent spell at Fulham, to be honest. But unluckily, he got injured. See, that's the problem with the lone players. The moment the player gets injured, see, that's the sticking point. And then I don't know how much we're gonna get, but I hope that we could get that, 30 M's package. We have to get that money.
For who?
We don't care. We don't care. We have to. We have to. For Nelson.
For,
Any installment, 30 million pounds. Season
look.
fee.
What is
Yeah.
in your listen? What is in your tea that you're drinking? What is in your tea that you drink? We're not gonna get 30 M's for Nelson. Hell no.
I mean, we can try. We can try.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, hey, come on,
yeah, yeah.
bro. Last season we got 30 M's for eating Ketia, man.
Yeah, we bumped Crystal Palace. We done over Crystal Palace big time. But you know what? But Eddie Nketiah, he's good. But you know what? What I liked about Eddie Nketiah, and I think a lot of people tend to like about certain players is the work rate. Is the work rate, and the work rate the work rate is just like, yeah, his work rate is good. It's up and down, up and down. But in front of the goal, he was terrible. He was terrible. And the thing is, coming from when he was obviously he was part of the youth system, he was scoring pure goals. I think he was a top goal scorer either in the England under 21s or in the youth level. I can't remember where it is, but he was really, really good. And again, but when he transitioned into the first team, he just didn't have the capabilities. And also I think we're Arsenal, we were so desperate for a striker. We were so desperate for a striker, and it was like, give Eddie Nketiah a go, give him a go, give him a go. He can do it. And I think he scored that goal against Chelsea and another team. I can't remember what it was. And it was like, yes, we finally found a striker. We finally found someone. But yeah, so it's one of those ones, man. He just he needs to go. And I'm sorry, he needs to go. But thank God he's gone what we got for him, because we definitely bumped Crystal
Yeah,
Palace.
but remember, man, he was out of contract. He was out of contract. Remember that he was out of contract in 21-22 season. But we gave that 5-year extension and 100K per week. We were complaining, but yeah, fair play. He stayed 2 years, and then we got 30 million from Crystal Palace. That was the surprising move by Edu the fraud. But yeah, man, yeah, jokes about yeah. I'm being realistic now, Ro. But yeah, 30 million, like I said it before, 30 million be the starting bid, you can come down. And then, yeah, if you can get 20 million, then good job, pure profit.
Yeah,
For
no,
for 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 Nelson, yeah.
no. Facts. Even what Jack Line says, like, I don't know if you go back to one of the comments, it says Eze Rodrygo is a must. Otherwise, Chelsea, Liverpool have won the league. But yeah, it's about being truthful to ourselves. But have we forgotten about Man City? Why does everyone dust Man City? But
Yeah,
everyone's
man.
everyone's forgotten Man City. Like Man City are still not going to be a force in any way. Man City is still going to be a force. 100%. They've done like they've got Mamouche. Everyone's forgotten about Mamouche. I don't understand why. They've got Haaland, got Silvino, Doku. They got and what?
And their new signing, Renders from AC Milan. They got him from what, 47 million pounds? Yep, very very good
Listen,
midfielder.
and
And then
everyone's forgotten about Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob is a sick player. Obviously, last season I think he had an ACL or some serious injury, but Oscar Bob is serious, and I see him play. I think a week ago, and I said to myself, "This guy's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for everyone. It's going to be a problem without a doubt."
yeah, man. I mean, City is building a very strong squad. Actually, they have bought eight Nori for 34 million pounds. What 30 m's for Ryan Cherky. I mean, who can cover the wing and game, and then Tijani Renders. And then they've
Yeah,
got Rodri coming back. Rodri is coming back. He's back from injury. See,
yeah.
the squad is there.
This is what I'm trying to say. Exactly. Everyone's forgetting that. I think the only thing that'll let City down is probably the defense.
Yeah.
I don't think the defense is as solid as what we've seen in the past. But yeah, that's yeah for me.
Yeah, their backline is kind of like fallen off the cliff. Like Robin Diaz has a little bit regressed. I mean, he's still a good player. Ake and the likes of Akanji have kind of regressed. I mean, a little bit inconsistent so far. Johnstone have regressed a lot, to be honest. And then the only bright side is what? Josko Givardio. I mean, decent, very good player so far. Your expensive
yeah,
signing so far and on the backline. So.
yeah, exactly.
And
So
then
go on.
Rotary is the key for them. Remember Rotary. Rotary is a type of that CTM that can score goals. Remember Rotary scored 8 goals and 9 assists from six. From
Yeah,
six.
this is what I'm doing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. And listen, what Rodri is one of the players that you would love in your team. Absolute,
Obviously.
absolute beast, without a doubt. But let's just see if he's going to be the same player following the ACL. Look, I won't be surprised if he is the same player. But that kind of injury, it is a big injury, and a lot of players don't come back to the best ability. So it's going to see how he is. But I still think City are going to be a threat. And listen, and don't forget, there's Chelsea. Like I'm forget Chelsea winning the World Club. Forget Chelsea winning the World Club Cup, right? But Chelsea have been buying players and they've been doing crazy contracts. But Chelsea have bought individuals who are serious levels. Are serious levels, and they've been buying them for the last couple of years. And I know a lot of us saying, "What is Chelsea doing?" Like it doesn't really make sense what they're doing, and some of it does. But I remember when Abramovich first come to Chelsea, the guy was. But the thing is, he was buying everyone, and he was blocking people's moves. Like I can't remember. And there's a few clubs who were going to buy someone, and Abramovich just said, "No, let's go and buy that person. Let's just block that team. Let's make our team the ultimate team." And obviously, that's why players like Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, all those guys, like they bought them all, didn't really use them, and just sold them on and made profits. Do you get
Yes,
what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Like
Exactly, exactly.
Chelsea have got a lot of individuals that individually they're talented, skillful, but as a team, I don't think they're entirely there yet. Despite them winning 2 trophies, they're entirely there yet. Obviously, them buying Pedro. I've seen Pedro play a couple of games for. We've all seen Pedro in the past, right? He's a good player, but I've seen him play a couple of games for Chelsea, and he looks suited for the team. So I would say going forward, they're great. Like defensively, sorry, what's his name? Casado? Obviously, we know Casado's a good player, but coming in regards to the defense, they just bought Hato,
Yeah.
and he's definitely going to make a difference. He's definitely going to make a difference, and that's why one of the reasons why Arsenal are after him. I don't know if he plays on the right or left in central defense, but because he played with Timber, before. I think that's why they kind of wanted him because they were a proper unit.
They're from the same academy, Ajax Academy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. So Chelsea, Chelsea will be a problem next year. Without,
Obviously, man, 100%, 100%. You know, Petro, yeah, like you've said, Petro is a very intelligent player. I mean, his skills, techie, I mean, he's very, very good. And then they've got Delap too. When we are all sleeping on Delap, but again,
do you
he
know
can
what?
score. Yeah.
I love the lap. I I love the. I think the lap is a quality player. Like, he's the typical, should I say, typical English player. Strong. He's a brute. So he's aggressive. He'll push you out the way, foul you. He will do all that kind of thing. And like some of the teams need players like that to come on and be effective. And I really really I rate him for the age he is. And it's someone. If we didn't, for example, have someone like Havertz, like someone like Delap, he's someone that could affect the game and change the game without a doubt.
Very true, very true. And then remember, they've got Petroneto, very, very quality player. And then they've got the new signing. Who was that from Dortmund? Kittens, yeah, Kittens.
Yeah, Gittins, yeah,
Kittens from Dortmund. And
yeah.
then I think Romario Ling is there. And if they can get Xavi Simons, then yeah, the team is scary, man. The team is scary. Yeah, I mean, we cannot look down on them. We
Yeah, and
cannot look
aren't
down
they
on
gonna buy? Aren't they gonna buy Simmons, Xavi Simmons from PS? Is it PSV he plays for or no?
He plays for Leipzig,
Are they-
Leipzig.
yeah. And they're gonna get
He's
Simmons as well. Simmons is a good player. He could make a difference for them as well.
Yep, obviously. I think Leipzig is holding out for 70 million euros. I think that's the price tag that they are holding out. Some negotiation is going around. I think just like Eucharist has been doing, it seems like Xavi Simons have blocked Leipzig maybe here and there. So many, Tantrum is going around at Leipzig at the moment. Sesko is leaving, and then, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the drama right now. Sesko almost joining Newcastle again. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, do you
It's
know
crazy.
what? Yeah. But I don't think Sesko will join because the last thing I read about Sexco going to Newcastle was that they don't like the structure, but the conversations they had with Man United that they want United to bid. They want United to bid. I I think he prefers to go to Man United. Yeah, definitely.
They needed money. They needed money. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he prefers to go United, but where United haven't come with a bid, they're like, boy, like, and they went back to Newcastle and told Newcastle, look, sort out sort out the sort out the structure of the payment, then we can move forward.
Yeah, I think what by the way, this Leipzig one is they want that 75 million euros as an initial fee without the add-ons. And then remember the way we walked away from Sesko deal was the price. They were demanding that crazy 90 to 100 million euros. It is also very funny. Remember, Sesko joined Leipzig from Salzburg, actually, their sister club, for around about 30 million euros. That was the
Yeah,
fee that they paid.
yeah,
And then he had a 55 million euro release clause after a season. We did came on. We decided to activate that release clause, but Sesko decided not to join. We,
yeah,
we literally messed it up. We messed it up actually. Ido and
yeah,
Esco messed it up. That's the deal.
yeah.
And then he had that
No,
contract extension.
yeah. But the thing is, but this is where, do you know what? Sesko, I know he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't. I think he doesn't really care. I think he just wants to stay there. I don't think he actually wants to leave because when Arsenal were trying to push for him, it's like, sorry, you know what? It's more with what I read, right? More everything on what I read on social media and from like, there's been no effort from him to say to Leipzig, I want to go. If you don't let me go, I'm gonna make noise. Does that make sense? So there was no Isaac, what he did, what Isaac's currently doing. There was no what Gokerez was doing. There's nothing like that. And to me, I think I highly rate Sesko, despite his record last season of 13. I can see he's like technically he's everything better than Havertz. And to me,
Very true, very true, very true.
yeah, he's everything better than Havertz. And to me, he was the kind of player that if we didn't get Gokares, then it would have to be in Sesko. But it's clearly it was Sesko Sesko is who we originally wanted. And when they realized Leipzig were just not even communicating or not even playing ball, we were like, okay, forget you. We're going to go for the most prolific striker in Europe, and we got him for what 63 million euros.
Yeah, 63 and a half. Yeah, very good deal,
And,
very good deal.
and to me, 63 to me for a player like that who's had that record, despite what anyone says. I know guys on the live will say, "Oh yeah, he played in Portugal." Look, that to me, it means he can score goals. Our league is more tougher, yes, but he has to score goals. And I remember there's a comment there. AFC always was saying Arteta needs to change in regards to the system aspect of things because you, you just have to watch sport in Lisbon the way they play, and you have to fundamentally reflect that to way that we want Gokares to kind of to Gokares to play. So in order for us to take a full advantage of Gokares, we have to play to way his way. Obviously it might affect people like Saka. Well, it affects Martinelli either way, but hopefully it could improve the way that Odegaard plays because again, Odegaard he frustrates me a lot of the times, but I know he's also a good player. Obviously, he's a hard worker, but technically he is gifted. So, and where we've got one person to kind of go to, it's a case of let's just play Gokares' way and this is try and get him all the goals. But again, we saw from City when Haaland first come. I don't think they initially played play the way to Haaland. Even though it's scoring goals, they didn't initially play the way for him to benefit him. And I think eventually they did change it, and he's just a machine.
Very
The
true,
only
very true. Yeah,
yeah.
change the system and then just allow the striker to fit in. I mean that's
Oh yeah,
the reality. I think what's the case with Sesko Till for me it will be like thanks to Liverpool for inflating the German market this season.
yeah, oh
They went
yeah,
all out. They went all out on words. It was the opening ceremony, the 150 million euro package,
yeah,
and then they signed Ikitiki for 95 million euros. That was the release cost paid. So yeah, Leipzig is looking at it that yo, those clubs are selling those players with this money. That we want that more money. So that's the scenario right now. The more
yeah, yeah,
inflation, they're gonna after more money. And also remember that 6 months ago, Leipzig paid 50 million euros to PSG to sign Xavi Simons permanently. 50 million euros. That's a lot of money that they paid. Club like Leipzig, it was an 80 million euro package. 30 million is
yeah,
add-ons.
yeah.
So like Sesko must be looking at him like, yo, if I was Sesko, like, yo, you bought him 6 months ago for 50 M's and then you're deciding to sell him for 70 million, 20 million difference.
Yeah,
I
this
was
is what.
bought him 2 years ago for 30 million. So I should
Yeah,
be going less than him. You should be demanding that.
yeah, facts. Um, but like what I don't want is Sesko to go Man United. I don't want him to go Man United because they've already got Imbremo, they've got Cunha, and if they have Sesko and behind them will be Fernandez, like there will be a problem.
Yep,
Obviously,
yep, yep.
they need a couple more midfielders, but I still think United will be a problem, despite everyone. Obviously, where they finished last season was unacceptable, and two, they're not in Europe.
Yep, yep. They've got lots of time to play around, enough rest, no midweek games over the course of the period. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Let's wait and see what's gonna happen, where Cisco will end up. But yeah, let's move on to our next player, by the way. Sambi Lukonga. The player needs to go too. He's still
Uh,
going.
and this is the thing about Sammy. Like, do you know what? This
No.
company, in our company, he needs to stop opening his mouth because when they said it's going to be the next Yaya Toure, as every single fan, we're like, what? Go and clamp this. Go and get this guy. Go and get this guy. And we see him play. We're thinking, bro, where the hell is Yaya Toure in you? I don't see. Thank you. See what? See what Gumsy says. He sold us a mad dream, but do you know what it is?
Yeah,
He sold us a nightmare. He sold us. He hates us so much that he just had to lie. Like,
yeah, yeah.
this Lokonga, but
Yeah.
100%
But
he definitely.
the hype around him was insane, man. The hype, yeah. The next he was a captain here and there, blah blah blah. I mean, how much did we pay for him? 70 million pounds, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
yeah, things went way south. Things went way south, way south.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
there was a couple of games that there was a glimpse of his game. I mean, his passing was good. Okay, there is something in his player, but I think injuries, lack of game time. I think it literally demotivated him. And
yeah,
then we loaned him out to Crystal Palace for 6 months.
uh,
Patrick Vieira was there, the beginning season,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he
yeah.
hardly got a game time over there. And then we loaned him
Lu-
out to what? Luton. Actually, he did well with Luton, man.
no,
He,
but
he
listen,
had a very good show with Luton, yeah.
yeah, you know what? You're right. He did really, really well with Luton. I'm surprised Luton didn't try and go and purchase him. But to me, it made no sense. Like he should have went Luton. But didn't he go to Seville? Is it Seville or
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sevilla. I mean, the Luton don't move. I think Luton did cover his wage. I mean, Luton is not that rich club, I mean, come on, it's a very small club. I think Tart will know better. That's his club, yeah. It was 1 million loan fee, and then the problem with that development was he was injured. Somebody was injured, but he was crucial to it. And then
oh yeah,
we
hundred
loaned him
percent.
out to yeah, Sevilla, by the way, and then Sevilla covered his wage and then paid us a 2.5 million euro British pound worth of loan fee. So we
Yeah,
have just received 4 million pounds, by the way, and then the problem is he had a very decent season, injured. Injury is costing him. He just played 20 games over there.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
problem right now. And then yeah, Sevilla decided not to activate that 15 million option to buy. They just
yeah,
rejected it. And he's here with us.
yeah. And the thing is, I don't know where he's going to go, but I think with Lukonga, it's going to be another. It's definitely going to be another loan move for him.
Loan, yeah, yeah. I mean, extend his contract by 1 more year, and then yeah, we can loan him out. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only thing. Because
yeah. That's the only
there's
thing.
no place for him. There's no place for him in this football club. There's no place for him.
Don't forget, he's had no minutes in the preseason. So yeah, so to me, he's like, yeah, he needs to go, and he needs to go. I see him posting, talking about focus, concentration on Instagram. I'm like, geezer, just shout out, man. Just get out of the
Yeah,
club.
man.
You can talk that talk
Yeah,
afterwards.
he's 25. He's 25 already, man. Yeah, I mean, it's time to move on and you play your own football. 25.
Yeah,
He's hitting his prime actually. Yeah,
yeah,
and
and to someone like him, he should be pushing for first team and willing to go anywhere else to do that. Do you get what I mean? Just keep on pushing and just come out the door.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's about time we hooked him off. I think the latest move for somebody was Forest, but the deal just literally frozen out. The Forest was interested in him,
Yeah,
but Forest got a lot of center midfielder. By the way, they've got Sangare and then Gibbs White is there. There are lots of midfielders over there. And yeah, come to Rose, yes, where's Vera? Yeah, Vera again. I think for me, man, Vera didn't have his fair share.
look,
I
look,
mean, it's
that,
50-50 for me, man. Yeah.
look, Vieira. You know what? I still think Vieira is a decent player. I still think there's some, but he needs to eat food. Like the guy is too skinny. It's like I just don't understand. How can have it put on about a stone in muscle, and Vieira just he's still skinny. He's not doing anything. And I'm like, yeah, you're technically on the ball. You're okay. You're decent. But when it comes to being the strength, you come into the Premier League, bro. You just got to put on weight. Put on weight, and I think you'll be an okay player. But look,
Carry
I'm
on,
more
carry on.
yeah, I'm more okay. Cool. I'm more happy to sell him, but if he wants to stay at Arsenal, and if Arteta wants him, he really needs to put on weight and yeah, he just needs to put on weight. Do you get what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. Look at that. I can't even press on the comments, but But like what you said, Gumsy, Vieira needs some hard food, jam. Listen, he needs fully hard food, 100%. Like we need
Exactly,
put some
exactly,
like
exactly.
yeah, he needs hard food. I remember when I was younger, um, like I remember relatives like growing up, they didn't just give you milk; they gave milk and Weetabix in a bottle, and the kids were growing fast. You get what I mean? So, but yeah, no, yeah, it definitely Vieira needs a lot of food, and I'm surprised no one's. But Arsenal are stupid. Yeah, they would have told him to kind of bulk up, put on weight, and he's struggling to do that. So this league is not for him. So when it comes to
I mean,
selling him 100%. I don't know. He needs to go back to Porto and play in that league. Because when he was in Porto, he was playing okay. Do you get what I mean? He was playing okay. And I think he got injured a little bit, but he was playing
yeah, I
okay.
think Porto. What I heard from some of my colleagues was like he was played a little bit more deeper position, not that more advancing. That was what I was hearing. Because before he moved to Emirates, Porto was literally playing with a back four system, 4-2-3-1 system, and then Vieira was literally playing centrally. And then remember, Diaz and Vieira, they were on the same team. Vieira was literally having his breakthrough
Oh,
season.
yeah,
And
okay.
then what did we do? We activated the 34 million pound, release clause. I mean, we bought him too early, man. I mean, that's the second point. We bought him too early.
Oh, sorry, I'm laughing. I just see Gumsy's comments. I'm crying.
I give milking to what a big school was.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's tradition, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. Back then, man, when man was fully young, man used to give that, and it's still the same thing. Let the kids grow, man. He needs to do. Bro, he needs to do that now. See what I'm trying to say? That's proper funny. Standard. Weirbick's crew. Jeez. Without that, but yeah,
But yeah, man. Yeah, big up, bro. By the way, I think we should get rid of Fabio Vieira, man. Yeah, I mean, talent is there. I mean, he can do much more better than what Odegaard is doing because the guy loves to shoot. He can shoot. Vieira can shoot.
yeah, you can take free
He
kicks
can
as well.
shoot. For a tiny guy, look at his goal that he has scored for us. That curve. I mean, he has that
Yeah,
powerful left shot.
yeah.
But again, yeah, it's better we sell him. I think West Ham is the club that we're linked with. He's linked with Vieira, and then I think just a couple of 2 weeks ago we did rejected a bid of 20 million for him.
How is it?
We rejected a 20 million bid from him from Cosmo. Was it Cosmo? How do you pronounce it? It's an Italian club from Syria, by the way. Our management, Carlos Wendier.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
is it?
How do you pronounce it? Cosmo,
Did he?
Cosmo,
Cosimo, something like that. Yeah,
Cosmo. Yes.
yeah, Cosimo. Yeah, I think yeah, that's it.
I
But
think
no,
yeah, that the cup came with a 20 million bid, but we rejected it. So maybe we want more money. All right. If we can
yeah.
pull more than 20 million, then fair play. Fair play.
Sometimes I think it's coming of a bid, and they say they give us 1 million a year for 17 years, something stupid like that, or no, sell on clause or something like that. Do you get what I mean? So some of these bids that get rejected is because what the other opposite club come with in regards to the way that the structure of the deal is absolute nonsense. And that's why, for example, one of the examples like Newcastle bid was rejected because they want the structure to be even better. You get me? So yeah, it's one of those ones. But Vieira, if he can go, get rid of him, sell him, no one cares for his life.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, very true, man. Very true. Yeah, I mean, if it is West Ham, then yeah, we better play some little bit hardball with West Ham. The way that they have done with Price deal. And then if we can get a little bit more than 20-25 million pounds, West Ham, we are happily open for you to
Yeah,
bring that
yeah,
money.
yeah. But West Ham, look, West Ham, listen, West Ham have got no money. Look, West Ham bought Callum Wilson. Look, you bought Callum Wilson, 31, and it's just like the guy is on some silly contract, which is like 9K a week or I don't know what it is, but
Hey,
it's on some silly
youth.
contract.
Yeah, men
I
like
see, I like
you.
the little one. Yeah, so Yeah, so just get him out. Get him out. Big up youth. Big him up. Big up
Obviously,
headhunt.
man. Yeah, yeah. If we can, like said it before, if it's West Ham and then West Ham, we did a favor with you 2 years ago with Rice Steel. No, we're gonna be a little bit more lenient to you. You can take 3, 4 years installment pay. Give us 30 million. Yo, take it. Take it.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah, we,
look,
we have to do like this, man. Yeah, Nelson, Sambi, and then yeah, if Zinchenko is still, yeah, yes, Zinchenko, yes. Do you keep him or do you sell him? What's your thought, brother? Zinchenko.
do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Sinchenko, when he came in, he had amazing that season that he landed, he was sensational. From my perspective, he's him and Jesus completely changed. Obviously, we had a decent team, but they just upped the levels differently. Like I do like him, but again, to me, if we have the opportunity to sell him, I think let's just be smart about it because really and truly, how much game time is he going to play? Calafiori, obviously Skelly, and Timber can play on the left hand side as well. So it's a case of let's just really be logical about it. We've got three players that can play on the left hand side. Zinchenko, you came in, you elevated us, you put the confidence and the way that Zinni was talking, um, the way that he was talking when he first come, he was saying like, "We're gonna win the league. We're the best team." He put, do you know what? He boosted me mad. He was like, "Yeah, do you know what? This guy's talking the talk," and that's what I wanted to hear. Like individually, like he was coming out and being that leader, especially coming from Man City, because any player that really come from Man City were continuous champions. They've been winning the league for whatever, so they've been winning the league for time. So it's a case of he was the person to drive us. Yeah, and look at that. See, when Gumsy is saying like, yeah, it was sensational until that Liverpool game.
That was disgusting, man. Yeah, that was disgusting. That game at Anfield was disgusting. The way Trent spun him out, yeah, and then that cross, and then oh boy.
Yeah, this is what I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
know,
say.
man. Yes, 800. Yes, you're a City fan. Yeah, Zinchenko played for you. Yes, Zinchenko defending is like Arsenal winning the league. Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously, man. Obviously, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Big up to
but
you. Big up to you. Yeah, fellow City fan from my community, by the way. Yeah.
that's Headhunter. Yeah, Headhunter. Yeah. Yeah. So Headhunter, man. This Man City fan. This guy gives abuse. Get me. But yeah. So So Zinchenko, personally, I will get rid of him definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny enough, when it was last year, I think Bayern did came in for him. Remember? Then they were ready to offer us 45 million euros.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not
So
gonna get that money. We're not gonna get that money, but if we can get at least 20 M's for him, then yeah, I'm gonna be
no,
happy
no,
for it.
no. I think he's still a 25 million pound player without a doubt. He's 28.
Obviously.
He's got so much experience, but obviously last season he had an injury. Do you get what I mean? He had injuries last season, so he didn't play a lot. I think he played about max 10 games, but he had an injury, so it's a case of where he's fully fit now, and based on his experience and what kind of level of player it is, him going to any squad anyway will improve the actual squad. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
You get 25 million
Fulham,
for him.
Fulham is linked with him, isn't it? Yeah, Fulham. The
Look,
lad is with Fulham, yeah.
look, we listen. Fulham are linked with him, and they're still linked with Nelson. Nelson's still here. Like there's what? How many days? 10 days and 10 days or 12 days until the league starts. End of the day, if you wanted a player to come into your club, you would kind of start getting them in now, because the fact
Yeah,
that like the Charity Shield is not this weekend; it's the following weekend. So everything is ramping up now. So you would want to get your players embedded into the team before um before that. But then again, I heard that Robinson might leave, so they might be looking like when Robinson goes, then get Zinchenko as well. So Robinson.
that's a smart way. Yeah, that's a smart way to do it. If you can do it, then that's good. If you can do it, then that's good.
Yeah. So
That
yeah,
overlapping left back, he can overlap. He can
yeah.
overlap. But the thing is that will Fulham afford a Zinchenko's wage? He's on 150K per week.
No, when people say 150K a week, I don't think that's a lot of money. in the aspect of the way what players are being played. But I understand Fulham is not a big club, so what you're saying is probably is like their wage structure is no one's on more than 100k, for
No,
example.
no, no, no. Leno is on 130k per week. Leno is on 130k per week. Leno, the keeper.
Wow.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
extended
yeah,
his contract and
no,
then yeah,
no,
it's
I know.
130k per week. Yeah.
But did we sell Leno or did he go on a free?
No, no, we sold him for three
Oh,
plus 5 million. Three
yeah.
million info, 5 million add-ons. So the add-ons has been completed. We just got
So hold
about
on.
8 million pounds for him. Yeah.
We sold him for 3 million. 3 million. Nah, disrespect.
Yeah, three
And,
plus five. 3 plus 5 add-ons. Yeah. The add-ons
okay.
is fully covered. Yeah. 8
And the
million.
thing
8
is,
million.
he's actually a good keeper. He's been playing really well for them. Okay, maybe he was, but when he was at Arsenal, maybe he wasn't at that particular level where we wanted him to be. But he's actually a good keeper, and for us to sell him that cheap, nah, man, like it's
I
madness.
mean, on the contrary, remember when Leno came in and then Petr Cech was there, and then the second season, I think he had a very good spell. He was saving our asses. When we
Yeah,
were collapsing, that season was horrible. He got injured, and Imi Martinez came to the scene, and then help us win the FA Cup here and there. And then we decided to sell Imi Martinez that season, and then I mean, it's been kind of like a roller coaster for him. And then in 21, we bought Ramsdale from Sheffield United, 30 million.
yeah, yeah,
See, that is
yeah,
how trajectory, where Rams his value began to deteriorate. But I mean, come on, man. E2 and his co have blood on their hand. With the 1 year left in his contract, we should have done better with the situation, man. At least sell him for 15 million. At least
yeah, yeah. But you know what
3
the way
million, man.
the way that Arsenal the way that Arsenal were thinking at the time is probably a case of let's just get certain individuals out the door. Let's get them out the door. We want to still we want to refresh and just get everyone out. Do you get what I mean? But yeah,
Oh my goodness.
back at Zinchenko, like yeah, definitely to me, I do like him because he elevated us to another platform. But yeah, it is probably time for him to go.
So what's the price that you would like to get for
Oh,
him?
look, between
Think
20 to
about
20 between 20 to 25 million. I'll be listen, I'll be more than happy with that because we paid 35 million for him. So yeah, so I'll be more than happy for him to get that
30,
kind of
30, 30. We paid
30.
30 million. Yeah, 30
Oh,
million. Yeah.
but then realistically, we're probably looking for 20 million. If we say it like that, we're looking for about 20 million. But I think he probably might go for. I didn't realize we bought him for 30. I thought it was 35. I think Jesus was 35. Yeah.
45, 45. Yeah. We paid 45 for Jesus. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus is there. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So I'll say Zinchenko 20 million.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. And then yeah, Jesus. Yo, what's going on with this brother, man? Yeah. I mean, if you're a technically gifted player, but injuries. Yeah.
Now, do you know what?
Injuries.
Do you know what? I wouldn't say 15 to 17 million. That's what you thinks that Zini will probably go for. Yeah. Do you know what? Like, I don't want 50. I need 17 million. I know the money's not going in my pocket, but yeah, getting anything for him, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, to me, I wouldn't sell him. I would keep Jesus until the end of the season. I know there's rumors about him and going to, is it Flamingo or
Yeah,
in the
Flamingo. I think no. I don't think Flamingo is gonna get him now.
Yeah, no.
I mean, come
Listen,
on.
no one's buying a player that's coming from back from an ACL like right now, and he's still going through his fitness. If Arsenal to get rid of him, to me, Arsenal should get rid of him at the end of the season. Um, like to me, he's very talented. I think having him in the team is to me this season will help us out in the sense of I think he's back in November or December. But look, those cup games, he can come in and play. I know we've got Havertz to play in those cup games as well, but yeah, just as to me, I will keep Jesus until the end of the season and just move on. Look, you see this
Makes
coming from
sense. Makes
Headhunter.
sense. I mean, come on, bro. You're a Christian. I'm Christian myself. But again, yeah, we're not gonna bring religious here, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Pick up to you. Pick up to you. Pick up to you. No need to bring religion on a football topic, by the way. Yeah. Pick up to
Yeah.
you. God bless. Yeah, man. Yeah, 265K per week. Yes. I mean, and
No,
when is
but
he coming? When is he coming back? Is it
no,
November or October?
November,
No.
December, but I can see him come back in November. Like December is the plan, but the way that I've seen videos of Jesus working in the gym and all that kind of stuff, he's putting a lot of effort to rebuild himself. And I think I would keep him. I would definitely keep him to the end of the season. I think he will make a difference. He can play on the left. He can play obviously a striker. Even to a certain degree, I was saying before he got the ACL, I was saying to myself, he can even play like an older car position because he's so technically gifted. He can do all of that. Do you get what I mean? He can. To me, I think he can do all of that. Again, the only thing about Jesus, he holds onto the ball for too long.
Mhm,
That's
mhm,
the
mhm.
only
I
thing.
mean, yeah. I mean, when he comes back, yeah, it kind of makes sense in a way that we will be needing players at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Come past January because the players, the first team players, is gonna get tired. That's for sure. The players
yeah,
will, if they're not nations at the end of the day, and then yeah, coming off from the bench, it's not a bad option to be honest. Jesus coming off from the bench, maybe throw him on the wing. He's got the skills to
yeah,
do it. He's a good dribbler. He can. I mean, his finishing is bad, that's for sure. But he can cross the ball. He can, set the play. Maybe yeah, that is the only option that we can go around. Unless out of nowhere, those Saudis comes with a 50, 60 and stupid money, and then if
yeah,
they want to take him now, then yeah, fine. Take him. We're gonna take the money and run.
yeah. Would you really get rid of him, or would you say, oh, obviously if someone comes in for the money now, then obviously you would sell him.
I
But
mean, if those Saudis, those royals from Saudi comes with that money, then obviously take the money and
yeah,
run. Okay,
yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
pay me that money, then yeah, fine.
No, facts. No, facts. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You would, if they're coming for that money, then it's like, yeah, just sell him and just
Yeah.
move on from another target. What? So
Yep.
who
Yep.
else is there in Arsenal that we would get rid of?
Sorry, sorry.
No, I said who else is there in Arsenal that you would get rid of? Or maybe my mic's too far. Yeah, who else in Arsenal would you get rid of?
Now the players that I've mentioned, we have to get rid of those players. I
Yeah,
think Jesus at the moment will keep it aside, but Zini, no Fabio Vieira, Brice Nelson, and then Sambi Lukonga.
yeah.
Bye bye.
Those
Throw
are
in
the
chat
key
for
players.
you can eat. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
fundamentally.
Trossard and Martinelli. See, that is the situation right now, man. Trossard and Martinelli. I think we better keep them this season, or we sacrifice one. But if we sacrifice one of them, we have to get another winger. See, that's the sticking point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But do you know what? Like to, and I think it goes down to the fact that if we buy a, another left wing like Rodrigo, like or someone of that ilk or that Juventus guy, if we get someone like that, then
Yeah.
you can sell one of them. But I don't see, and I don't see either of them leaving. I think um, they're going to alternate with each other, and if Eze does come in, it's going to be like the thing is, like with Martinelli, I never understand why they've never played him up front. Like, like you could play Martinelli up front. The guy's got legs for days. He will press and everything. He's got legs for days. So he's one of the players that I never understand why he didn't really play him up front. But then again, I think it's down to intelligence, and that's the reason why we played Trossard up front, and because he was more. I know Trossard's a quality player. He's more smart on the ball. He's like his mindset, his technical ability, logistically, he's better on the ball. But obviously, when it comes to Martinelli, I don't know. The guy likes to do certain things that frustrates everyone. But yeah, so like if I was going to sell one of them, it depends what kind of profile of winger we bring in. So if the profile of the winger is a young profile, then obviously you sell Martinelli. But if it's going to be an older profile, then you kind of it's one of those ones, isn't it? It's just it's to me it's a difficult one.
Yeah, yeah, obviously. I mean, I totally agree with you. By the way, shout out to Gunnar Motley, by the way. Pick up Gunnar Motley. He's here finally today.
Oh,
And yeah,
yes,
to you, chat, if you're new, please, subscribe to Gunnar Motley's channel. He runs a channel himself too, Please, shout out, it's a good shout out to his channel. You can subscribe to his channel if you're new, right?
yeah, without a doubt. And look what you said. Like you were saying, give Martinelli like one more season, it make or break. And I agreed, and that's why I feel selling him. I don't think that's the best thing. And also the transition, the speed. I think that's really important because we need that transition, that quickness. I know we've got a lot of players who are smart on the ball, but fundamentally, when we want someone to go through, and be quick, Martinelli to me, I don't know. To me, yeah, I think definitely is the one.
Yeah, yeah. Remember, bro, the last time that we talked about selling Martinelli and keeping Trossard. Yes, it does make sense, but in a way, like you said before, if you are getting a younger profile, yes, it makes sense
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah,
younger profile is gonna take it. For example, we went onto the market and we bought a Turkish winger, Kenan Yildiz. He's younger
yeah.
than Martinelli. If that's the case, then Martinelli, you are in trouble. You are in trouble.
Oh yeah,
So we have
100%.
to get him. But like you'd said, like the you'd have already said on this command, Martinelli make or break season for him this season. If that's the
Yeah,
case, I'm happy for it. Coming off from the bench, I don't mind. But if
yeah,
we keep Martinelli this season, make sure we extend his contract by one more year. Give him plus 1 year more extension to his current deal.
yeah,
Because we don't want to be in a situation with 1 year left on his contract.
yeah.
I mean, you know
Fact.
what I mean? Give him a plus 1 year extension to his contract and, let him stay.
Yeah, yeah. Facts. And and I think if you look at that comment right now, that is a frustrating thing. Like not selling at the correct time. That is one of Arsenal's biggest failure. Biggest failure. Not selling players at the right time. And for example, if we sold Martinelli like what last season was it or the season before, we would have got a lot of money for him. We would have got a lot of money. People will be talking about Martinelli, like he's probably like, oh yeah, he's probably one of the best left wingers in Europe currently right now. Before he scored 15 goals, yeah, and what 6-7 assists. You would have got
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
in this day and age, in the way the market is, you would have got like at least 60 million for him. At least 60 million for him. So, but yeah, man, yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that we're not selling at the right time, and hopefully, I say, hopefully, we'll learn from that from the way from Berta, and Berta, he's got to do with a lot of transfers coming in, but he's got to realistically think about transfers going out, and that's fun and that's fundamental. So if someone comes in for big money, then you got to sell the player. Sell the player at the
No,
right time.
obviously. I mean, Bayern were in for him, but they have got Luis Diaz. But if those Saudis are still looking for him, and then they're coming with a bag of money, and
Yeah,
sell him. I
yeah.
mean, come on, we could fetch good money for Martinelli if we sell now. I'm 100% sure. We're talking about not 40, 50. We're talking about 70, 85 million. We could easily get that from Martinelli, man.
For who?
I'm pretty sure. Potential is
Wait,
there.
hold on. What drink are you drinking again?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about we can set that price. We can easily get 70 million, 65, 70 million. If it is
For
Saudi,
Oh,
Saudi
Saudi.
can pay
Oh,
the money. Yeah,
sorry.
Saudi.
Okay. Oh yes. Listen, Saudi. They can buy me for 50 million. I'll go Saudi. Do you know what I'm saying? Saudi. They don't.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about Saudi, by the way. Yes.
Oh, sorry, Saudi. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, of course. Do you get what I mean? Like, and even that comment from Gunnar Mutley, what he was saying there, like, Shaka and Jesus were taking the left side, which freed up
Exactly,
Martinelli,
exactly.
and
Yep,
that's
yep, yep.
and I think that's it. That's important because because that helped Martinelli. And like we said previously, that that left side is broken. It is broken, and
It's broken.
if,
It's broken. Yep.
if he's going to be successful again, he needs that support, and it's quite frustrating because this Arteta, he should be like, can't you see what we're missing? Can't you see what we're missing? Like you need to kind of sort it out. But let's see what happens. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that the transition from Saka, I think that Granit Xhaka was playing that kind of an advancing role. He was more creative, that he was coming in that LCM era, that 22-23 season. Remember, we bought in Havertz and played LCM. That literally screwed us up. That was
Yeah,
awful.
yeah,
When
yeah,
Havertz playing at that LCM. And then remember last season, Rice took over that position. But again, come on, Rice is still learning. He's trying to learn and trying to adopt that
yeah.
offensive flair of the threat. I mean, he will take some time, that's for sure. Because, like, come on, a CDM trying to play as an attacking player, it will take some time. It will
Yeah,
take
but
some time.
yeah, no, it will take that. It will take time, but we see his ability, and that's the rationale why he's got legs for days. Um,
Hmm.
um, and Rice has got legs, so he can get up and down. And it's a case of sometimes like wasting. You don't want to waste Declan Rice, especially just being a DM. You know he can do much more. And then where we see that in training, I think we see even at West Ham. There's times where Declan Rice is to get the ball and just drive forward, and either score like a 20-yard goal or drive to where the striker is and create that assist. And that's the rationale behind it. And look at that, going back to Martinelli, perfect for sub, perfect
Yeah,
for.
very true, very true, very true. Yeah, very true.
You know what I'm saying? Perfect for a sub. But the question is, who's going to start on that left? Like, if it's going to be Eze or whatever, if we get Eze in, whatever that's going to be.
I think yeah, you have made a very good point on there. I think neither Martinelli or Trossard is like they're like a starter player. They're more or less like an bench player, to be honest. Yes, Martinelli, pace with all the pace coming from second half against the tired defense. That's a very good option. But yeah, the left side is very intriguing one. Because see, we can get Eze, and then like we have discussed before, Eze is more dangerous when he plays centrally.
Yeah.
He becomes that monster in it. When he plays centrally, he can play on the wing, but it takes
Okay.
away that player in him. On the
Yeah.
wing.
Again, so talking about Eze again. So where does he play? Who do we remove?
Yep. That's the point. See, because it's hard to bench Odegaard at the moment because Odegaard is literally gonna stay, and he's literally gonna be the captain at the end of the day. We
The
fans talk about
thing is, I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie. I like Odegaard. To me,
yeah.
I like Odegaard. But when there's times where he needs to come off at the 60th minute, he needs to come off. And the frustrating thing is Arteta doesn't take him off, and as fans we get frustrated and say, obviously we no, not we, not I do, but other fans abuse Odegaard, etc., etc. But to me, Odegaard he needs to have someone who can come in. I know when Neri's there currently at the moment, but do you know what? Even though I still don't think Neri's as ready as we think he is.
I think for me, what Wanyeri need was his physical fitness. I mean, he was being played as a winger, and then the transition was there. I think when he plays at camp, we can see Wanyeri is very different from Odegaard. Odegaard is
Yeah.
kind of a guy that he ticks with the pokes, that he
Mm.
dictates the play. Wanyeri doesn't do that. It's more or less like a direct player. He goes direct. He drives forward and makes down minutes coming in. And yeah, man, I hope that Martinelli, not Martinelli, by the way, 1 year gets that game time. I think we can see the kid is pumped up. I
Yeah.
mean, we can
Yeah.
see 1 year season, he are pumped up. We can see the
Yeah.
muscle, he's working out a lot. And yeah, man, this easy thing is intriguing. We cannot bench Odegaard again. If Odegaard get injured, there's a possibility he can start over there.
Yeah.
One thing we can do is we can play two offensive midfielder, Odegaard and Eze together. But again, there's a problem. Whom do we bench? Shall we sacrifice? Shall we put Rice as a six? Shall we bench Zubimendi or bench Rice and then start Zubimendi? See, that's gonna be
Yeah,
the problem here.
no, no,
Yeah,
but
that's the problem.
the thing is, it shouldn't be a problem because this is where it's about this is about player rotation. End of the day, look, I keep on talking about City as well. Like if you watch City play, sometimes okay, the person that the person that um um, Pep never drops um was not Rodrigo, um Rodri. He never dropped Rodri. Rodri was always at the base all the time, but he changed everything else. He played different players everywhere else. So we shouldn't be frightened of dropping Rice or dropping Zubimendi or maybe putting a Norgard in because end of the day we have to play different formations
Mhm.
and so to me there's games where Rice can sit because Rice has got the legs. Do you get what I mean? Or there's times where Rice is on the bench, then comes on and have that spark where it can either play the DM or come in and play the eight and just push the team forward. So to me, I don't want to kind of I don't want to kind of have that aspect of things where we like, oh, who do we play, who we don't play. To me, it's a team. We want a team of elite players. We want our bench to be solid, and we want our first team to be solid. You know, they've increased the subs on the bench, so we are going to have plenty of players, and all those guys are going to have game time. Like when we go into the Carling Cup, I want to win the Carling Cup. We've got a better defense of what we had from last season, a better midfield what we had from last season, despite what anyone says, and we've got almost got a better forward line. Until those maybe a couple signings attacking wise come in, we have a fundamentally we've got a better team that can compete on all competitions. So to me, it's a case of we just have to like don't worry about who we play. Like it's like the team we've got is cool. The team we've got is cool. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man. Very true, very true. I think I totally agree with you. I think it's about time we do that, and then it all comes down to manager at the end of the day. Like you said, how Pep and the likes of Klopp is to manage the team. It's all Arteta. Arteta, you manage the team.
Yeah,
You
but
have you have that that guts in you to bench
yeah,
your
no,
expensive signing
no,
and Rice.
facts. You're spot on. You're spot on. Do you get what I mean? City fan, but watching Arsenal bottle it every year hurts more than United winning. This season, lift it. Look, listen. Look, we
That's
we
balancing. That's
would
balancing.
we would love to lift it this season. Do you get what I mean? But it's going to be difficult. Everyone's improving, and that's football for you. Everyone's going to improve the teams, but I didn't think everyone would improve the teams as much this season. It's like everyone's kind of going for it. But yeah, we just got to do what we got to do. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, big up to
Yeah, exactly. Very true. Very,
yeah,
very true. Very, very true. I think we have to make that decision, and then yeah, we try to move around. Yeah, man. Obviously, it depends on the game management, and yeah, Arteta needs to up his game management this season. He needs to, yeah, like if Saka is misperforming, yo, just sub him off. Don't let
yeah.
him, run, riot and then get injured again. He's
No,
coming
no,
from injury right now,
no.
you
But
know.
this is the thing, and this is the reason why. That's why they bought Madueke straight away because they know, the club knows, coaches know we have fundamentally damaged Saka. We have damaged Saka because we've just played him constantly, and not just us ourselves, even England. England have played Saka sometimes unnecessarily, and we've played Saka at times unnecessary. You know, those cup games where he doesn't need to play at all, we've played him. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, football is one of those funny games, man. But
Yeah,
look,
man.
we've bought players in it. You know what I mean,
Yeah, absolutely, very, very true. Yeah, as usual, the youth says, squad is the key. Yes, very, very true. And AFC always says Arteta not the manager to get it over the line. See, we have been talking for a very long time, but at the end of the day, we are not the ones making the decision. We can
Yeah.
speak out our opinions and cry out and here and there, but at the end of the day, it all depends upon KAC. It depends upon the hierarchy, by the way, you know.
Look, to me, from just quickly on Arteta before we move on to the next subject and close. For me, look, I like Arteta because he used to be an Arsenal player and he was a captain, FA Cup final, lifting a trophy and everything. So obviously, a lot of Arsenal fans want him to succeed, just like me. I want him to succeed, and I know it's his first job, first coaching job, but it's 5 years now. So people say it's
Mhm.
inexperience. I think even youth in the chat will always say he's inexperienced, but to me, you're there 5 years now. You've gained experience. You can't be making the same mistakes year by year. So how are you progressing as a manager? I know that the score tallies have been better and better each season, apart from last season where we didn't score as much goals. But as in formation wise, you know when it is, you know when it's frustrating when you see what's wrong with the team and you say to yourself, why hasn't he done this? Why hasn't he done that? Like these one or two players on the bench that you know he can bring on. It's like, why are you doing it? And is it you just being stubborn in the sense of the way you think? You're like, no, I want to do it my way. Bro, just do it the correct way. Just do it the way where you know you need to bring in individuals. Like from my stance and from Arteta is a case of this season, to me, is the last season for Arteta. Um,
Mhm.
and I just think he needs to make a difference. He needs this season. He's getting the players. He's got the striker. He's added Zubimendi, who he always wanted. He got Marino. He got Rice. He's got a lot of players he's brought in. Now he just needs to affect it. And to me, from my perspective, let this be his last season. And
Yeah,
I'll be happy.
absolutely.
I'll be happy for him to go. And then maybe we bring someone who's got the experience. When I mean experience, I mean I don't mean like obviously I would love someone like Ancelotti or something like that. Do you get what I mean? But someone who's had the trophy winning, being able to manage a team, get the best out of a team. And I think the way Arteta works and the way our team work, we are hard workers. But the thing is, it's a case of it's all good being hard workers, but it's just get all about getting over the line and winning the trophies. Coming second for the last
Exactly, exactly. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
like coming
yes,
second for
exactly.
the last,
Exactly.
like coming second for the last 3 seasons is been okay. We haven't won it, but coming second is like, well, we come second. We're the second best, and to me, it's just like just it's like just get it over that line. You get over that
Yeah,
line. I'm telling you now, all Arsenal fans will praise you and will probably will still say like you're still wanting to leave, but they will still praise you. You've done what you've done. If I remember when I swear one last thing before we move on. I remember when Arsene Wenger. I remember people were abusing. I mean, even Talk Sport used to abuse Arsenal so much, and everyone had the timer how long Arsenal hadn't won a trophy for. And when everyone was against Arsene Wenger and he won the FA Cup, he left at the right time. And I know a couple of years he went on to win it again, but he kind of like he should have left at that particular period in time where it's like handed, guys, I've got you guys the trophy. Now it's time for me to go. Um,
yep, yep.
and even I think even if he wins it, he'll be like, guys, we haven't won it since 2002, 2003, whatever it was. Here it is, and it's my time to go. And I think everyone would respect him in that sense. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, very, very true. Yes, trophy or league position any day. Yes, I totally agree on your statement. But again, the league position should not be below top four at least. Now, win the
oh yeah,
trophy. Yeah, don't go
yeah,
below top four. No.
no, no,
Yeah. So yeah, without further ado, yeah, let's move on to our last topic.
yeah,
Yes, the news that broke out. You know, we have been linked with a 20-year-old French defender playing for Stade Rennais. What was it, Jeremy? I can't pronounce that second name. It's too. I don't want to spoil the name, but let's just say JJ. You know, Jeremy. How do
yeah.
you feel about it, man? How do you feel about it? Is it a significance that we are selling kiwior this window? Are we replacing him?
Does he play in the left or right?
He's a right side, right-sided center back actually, right-footed. Yeah.
right foot. So he will play in the Saliba's role, right? Isn't Saliba a
Obviously,
right-sided? Yeah. So and
Saliba.
yeah, so we got Mascaris. I can't. I'm not even pronouncing Mascaris's
Gutierrez,
name.
well, he's right-footed. He's right-footed. Yeah,
Yeah. So
he's
to me,
right-footed.
I know he can play left-footed as well. Um, but to me, I'm like, why are we getting another defender? Like, unless we don't know, like, someone's gonna leave. Like, someone will leave. Because don't forget, we're still talking. Everyone's forgetting about Saliba's contract. Like,
Yep.
we're still there waiting for Saliba's contract to be signed, and he hasn't signed it yet. So are Arsenal thinking, like, boy, Saliba's gonna leave, and we're just bringing in the necessary amount of players that we feel that could eventually take over. Do you get what I mean? So it could be that, because I don't rule out Saliba, even though I think it's too early for him to potentially go to Real Madrid. But I think Arsenal are just being in a position where they're like, buying another defender could be a priority based on the fact that potentially he could go. But if he doesn't go and does sign a contract, why are we buying another defender? Why are we
Yeah,
buying,
obviously,
like,
man. I
yeah,
mean,
like,
I mean, t- 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 take an example. For example, like Saliba extended his contract. Yes, the moment Gabriel comes in, we know that Gabriel and Saliba is going to be that starting center back. No,
yeah,
that's for
yeah,
sure. Them two are the starting one, and then we have got Rice and Timber, and then we've got Mosquera. All right,
yeah,
that's half of them, and then kiwior, that's six of them, and then we've got Calafori and Skilly.
Skelly.
That's eight of them. And then another Tomiyasu left, and then suppose we saw Zinchenko. So there's eight center back. And then remember we have got technicals coming around, very good player, good
Yeah,
potential,
yeah,
right back.
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
who's the 15-year-old? Salmon, is it the name? That 15-year-old
Yeah.
center back
Oh
that's
yeah, Simon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, I think we're overstacked in. But if we get this guy, we're overstacked. We're overstacked in defense. We're overstacked in defense. And I think, I don't think it's necessary. But obviously, the Cubs got a plan and what they want to do, and let's just see what happens. But what they need to do is just get this Eze closed out and get this left wing situation sorted. And then I think, we just go from there. We just have to go from there.
Mhm. And then the funny thing about this deal is again, I was watching a clip on AFTV about Robbie stuff, and then they were telling us news about 10 million. Okay, this is the funny part. No way on earth Stan Rene is gonna sell their young prospect, who is literally their starter center back, for 10 million. They're not gonna sell him for 10 million.
Yeah, but
No.
how much Mascara? They're selling for 15 million.
15 million. But
Yeah.
the kid got 4 years left on his contract. The contract is still 2029.
Oh,
So the club is not going to sell him for 10 million.
all right. Look, how many years he got in his contract? You say?
4 years, till 2029. Yeah.
Okay, the one that's selling for 10 million. Then that won't happen. But do you know what? It'll look. We just yeah. Like, look. Just go and get my Eze. Just go and get Eze and just sort it out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Until and unless, like I said it before, we did slap a 60 million pound price tag on kiwior, back on June. That was what I used to get those message here and there. And if that's true, what our club is valuing 60 million pounds for
Yeah,
kiwior. If we
yeah,
took kiwior for 60 million, example, then get him. Okay, fine. But we're not gonna do that. But like they
yeah,
said before, our defense is set. Move on to the attacking target. Solve that left wing and get the leg of Eze. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that should be our priority right now. And yes, obviously Saliba's contract. That's a must. That's a must.
yeah. Like, look, this youth guy, yeah. This guy, I think he works for Arsenal at times. Like, man, he's saying Saliba and Saka are signing new contracts 100%. Look, who is your contact? Because you seem pretty certain these guys. Obviously, we know Saka's gonna sign. Saka's 100%. Obviously,
He will sign. He will.
yeah, yeah. So, but this Saliba guy, we've got to see. But youth is pretty certain. It's pretty certain that it's gonna get done. Do you get me? Right. Let's see what happens. Let's see
Yeah,
what
let's see
happens.
what happens. Yeah. I want Eze in the den, guys. We've already discussed that, a couple of 10 minutes ago. You can go back and watch around. It's literally getting late. So
Yeah.
anyway, always think 18 months ahead. Yeah, man, you as usual. Yes, you're the older brother. Yes, you're the older brother. Yeah, very good.
No, no, big up. Yeah, big up the guys in the
You
chat.
have
Big
been
up
saying this
youth.
from
Honestly.
before.
Okay.
You have been saying this from before.
I know
Yeah,
this guy. This is one of those ones. Yeah, he knows. He knows it all. He knows it all. Trust me. But yeah,
yeah,
big up
yeah.
the,
I mean,
big up the
how
chat,
old are you,
man.
Richard, by the way? Brother, how old are you?
I'm 44.
44. Whoa.
I'm
You're
young.
44. Yeah, yeah. We're 18 years apart. Yeah. I'm
How old are you?
26. 26.
Oh wow. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
18 years apart. Yeah. We're quite long.
You're young blood. You're young blood.
Yeah, yeah, young bloods. Yeah, young bloods.
Okay, cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, man, Richard, thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure, man. Yeah, I know. I think you've got a dinner to go. Yes.
Yes. We catch up in the next one because we got Valencia. So definitely we catch up in the next one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we'll see what going with that one. But yeah, big up the crew, everyone locked on, youth, AFC always,
Yes,
Headhunter, Gumsy, AK,
Hamzi. Yeah,
Roll, Muttley, and all the guys, man. Big up to all those
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, big up the crew. Safe.
Big up. Yes, yes, yes. As usual, yeah. If you like this video, please smash the like video, and then if you're new to it, subscribe. Help me grow this community. Yeah, and yeah, let's dominate the world, like we said before.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah,
All right,
man. Yeah,
cool.
man. Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, a very good night, a blessed good night. Yeah, God bless you all.
All right, cool, bro.
Salute, man. Salute, man. Yeah, bye, 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 bye.